Welcome, my friends. Today's episode here, Cookie Alliance Season 2-24. We got one team to help you break this thing down, get through it as the #1 free-to-play player. Whether you're free-to-play, veteran, new, returning, all that fun stuff, we got everything that you need to know here today. So let's dive into it in expert mode, Fire of Fate. All right, so a couple things here. First and foremost, as always, we do have the artifacts. I'm not running or upgrading any artifacts here. Also, make sure that you have your lovely Beacon of Valor hit because that does make a difference. So we just like to start there. Additionally, a couple things here at this level in expert. What you're going to find here is enemies max HP up. We have the poison. We have the enemy's periodic healing. We also have cooldown and the crit damage down. Now, a couple things we have suggested here for the 5 different major waves: ice, light, electricity, steel, and poison. So something a little bit different relative to what we've seen before. Now, a couple things here on the difficulty rewards. If we get all the way through 20, we do have the ability to get here all this awesome stuff. Legendary at about 70%. Great way to build up the guild. All right, so what team is going to help us get all the way by here today? We have this one right here. We're going to run our Dark Cacao. We're keeping our lovely Stormbringer. We're doing a double heal here with PV and Cream Parrot, and then Wind Archer. So a couple things that you could do a little bit differently than me, though. So we'll cover this right now. We have poison in here. You do have steel, and you do have frost in there, and obviously light as well. So when we think about this team, maybe you're going to want to use Creme Brulee. You could try Ice Frost, or long day, Frost Queen as well. And then additionally there, maybe you want to use our friend Eternal Sugar Cookie for that poison. So lots of different things that you can kind of pivot around in. I like keeping Dark Cacao in here just to kind of help shut down any of that periodic healing, those kinds of things that we might run into during our run here. Now, a couple things: we do have Dream Conductor's Whistle, Old Pilgrim Scroll, and Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch that we're taking advantage of. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gear. In terms of our gear here, we're on crit, lots of attack here for Stormbringer. You could be on electric type if you'd like to be as well, to kind of go in and lean in on that electric type damage. Here we're on cooldown for Dark Cacao. What that's going to do is increase and help lock in that anti-healing ability. PV here on the cooldown, survivability as well. Then on Wind Archer, we got attack, a lot of attack and attack speed. So you could move over more to attack speed if you wanted to. And then last but not least, we do have our Cream Parrot here on that cooldown. Shout out to Cream Parrot for being around for almost a year now. We did a short on that. Yeah, you can check it out here on the channel. All right, so that's our breakdown here for you today. I know a lot of players like to see the totals or all gear. So let's go ahead and take a look at this so that you can see each of these quickly. There we go, there we go, there we go, and there we go. All right, so that is our team. Let's go ahead. We did give you some ideas of some swaps that you could leverage as well. The nice thing here is you can really have 2 powerhouse teams given the way that we have in terms of the cookies recently as well. Something that you can definitely take advantage of. Again, make sure that you got that beacon. Now, because we can run all the way through that chapter 1 like that, giving us that ability, you don't have to worry about Frost Queen. So giving you another idea, an advantage on the attack. Additionally, you might want to think about running just 1 healer and run 2 attackers as well. If you're going to do that, in this case, I would drop Cream Parrot. Maybe you're going to add an Eternal Sugar or something like that. All right, so as you can see, we're going to continue to move through. We have Hollyberry in our team too. Hollyberry would be a great addition here as well instead of Dark Cacao, just because of the fact that steel type damage, if you wanted to go that route too. All right, so here we go, getting through our electric one right here, and then again you'll find periodic healing here. So this is why we have Dark Cacao, to really help lock these things in and choke out the healing. That's key to get by a lot of this stuff. Now we're going to see here with the brown sugar gnome, we do have that shield, so using zap, using Stormbringer, that will also help remove those things there that we can take advantage of. All right, here we go. Going through steel. There we are. Now again, we got cooldown up. Into 16 here, an onion cookie, my friends. Oh, there we are. All right. to our last chapter, chapter 5 here. So this is poison and then crit percent, crit damage down. Once again, leveraging actual poison like Eternal Sugar Cookie will help you in this case really get by this and blow through. Now, again, a great swap is going to be Wind Archer because we don't have that wind type elemental damage here. However, a good one, obviously, as you can see in my run here. All right, there we go. On to the last one, the boss. Question. There we go. Going, and God. That, my friends, is it here today for Cookie Alliance. Now, a couple things here. We're going to grab our chest. One recommendation that I would, nice, legendary. One recommendation that I always like to make is if you can't get past kind of that first chapter, make sure you grab the second chest. And if you caught it, Dark Cacao or PV Kingdom, let us know in the comments as always. And if you saw the short, go check it out. All right, so there we have reward 20, something we can add in to our lovely, lovely guild as always. And we've done it here today with one team. So with that, that's going to help you get by here and absolutely crush Cookie Alliance Expert Mode Season 2-24, conclusion of Fire of Fate, my friends, and you can collect all these awesome rewards just like that. All right, so with that today, everything that you need to know to be successful here and continue along your way in Cookie Alliance Season 2-24. Questions, comments, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Appreciate the support as always. Lots of great ways to do that. And until next time, my friends, keep on running.